be successful and rich and famous.
I will be successful, rich, and
sign
famous.
To a 360 deal.
I will sign to a 360 deal. I will rap on Jerker Beats.
I am incredible.
I am incredible. Positive affirmations. Today we're playing Minecraft again, and I'm sure a lot of people are confused there. First of all, I do need to mention, yesterday I did stream, so I finished the bridge between this village and that village over there. So finished that. Now I'm kind of working on a little like waterfall type of thing, and I'm probably gonna build like a temple, or I might even build my house there. I think that's what I might end up doing. I do want to get to the video's topic instantly. So if you saw the title, you know, I've been recording a video every day for pretty much a month. You know, I started 4 Mondays ago, I think October 20th, and I've been releasing a video every single day since then. And I just want to tell you guys what I've learned from, you know, doing that. First of all, I'm gonna say this: if you want to do that as well, if you want to make content every single day, it's doable, and you might have even better success than I am, you know, getting, because of how I go about my videos. But let me just kind of start this off real quick. So if you're new to this channel, the whole point of my videos is just to, it's kind of like a little personal diary. That means that I don't particularly edit my videos. Every now and then I do add cuts. Every now and then I do add like images if I need to give context. But I don't do that as much. The whole point of my videos is just for me to keep yapping and yapping. And that's how it is. I start recording and I just keep yapping till I'm done. You know, so I don't particularly follow any YouTube meta. So if you're watching this, you're like, I want to try that. I mean, you'd probably have better success doing it in a different way than I am, right, unemployed villager? So what that means is that you'd probably if all you want to do is YouTube content, right, and you're only gonna focus on one thing, unlike me. Like, to me, this is my second channel, and I'll get to that in a second. But if you just want to focus on one thing, then you could probably record gameplay for about 3 to 4 hours, maybe even longer, and cut it down to 15 minutes with the best moments, and you'll have much better success than I am having. Because as you can see, I only have, if you look at my subscriber count, I only have 40, and I'm not ungrateful. I mean, when I started releasing these videos, I started with 5 subscribers, and now I have 40 a month later. I get it's not a lot, but it's a start, you know. But what I do is, like I said, I just start recording, and yeah, just let the video come out as it is. I'm not saying that that's a good method. It's not the meta, but again, to me, it's just a personal diary. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna record another video, and I'm gonna just yap about whatever the hell I'm gonna yap about, whether it's about, like, you know, personal issues or life issues or my opinions on certain things. That's pretty much how I handle these videos. Oh, actually, let me throw dirt at the unemployed villager. So yes, stuff like this where I just kind of like stop talking for a little bit. Most YouTubers should probably cut that. Again, I think I handle my content a bit differently. But in the course of time that I've been releasing videos, I've gotten a couple videos do decent, you know, against my other videos. Like, I have one that has, I think, 200 views. I have a couple that have hit over 100 views. That's pretty much because they hit the algorithm and YouTube just promotes them, but they don't really go too far because, again, it's not like anything crazy. You know, I think people expect like better edited videos, which fair. Oh, here he is. I always throw dirt at him because he's unemployed. He's just like me, for real. All right. There you go. All right. Anyways. So, what was I going to say again? Oh, yeah. I've had a couple of videos do well in the algorithm. And when I first started off, Kitty. Sorry, my cat's on my desk. table. Sorry, can't have my candle on while she's here. Hey kitty. My videos haven't performed as much as I thought they would have by now, because I thought, well, if I'm consistent every single day, it's gonna do well. But like I said, I haven't really been editing like crazy, or really at all. And again, that is intentional. Currently, I have a main channel, which I don't know if I mentioned, but I have a main channel where I also upload content, Persona content that is better edited. I'm currently working on a huge video, which I would hope that is gonna perform well. Because of that, I'm also working on music, and again, because of that, I'm not really putting that much time into these videos. Again, the whole purpose of these videos, like I explained, is just for me to do it every single day. That was the goal, to do it every single day. If one day I don't really get to the point as fast as I should, oh well, that's the video, right? But I'm gonna just do it every single day. And like I said, you may have, if you do it the same way I do, you may have different levels of success. You might be more entertaining, you might get to the point faster, you might say things better, and that will probably attract more people to watch your content. Whenever I've been put into the algorithm, I have been not reached the right target audience, and I made some jokes that have probably made people upset and have disliked my video. Now, I don't really care about dislikes. They don't really mean shit to me. I'm gonna keep recording videos. I'm gonna keep making videos regardless of how many dislikes I get. But it's something that I've noticed. Like, yeah, some people probably don't like that I'm not getting to the point, or that I'm not like showing you flashy analytics or anything like that. If you was to watch a video titled whatever this video is titled, right? But the way I treat these videos is just me yapping. I just yap. I'm gonna just keep yapping, and hopefully you're interested enough to wanna, watch them. To talk about other kinds of content. Whoa, what happened there? My cat pressed the thingy. How do I explain this? Let me throw this dirt away. I have so much dirt on me. Let me go put it in the chest. My cat is pressing stuff. Come on, kitty. She loves to hug my arm and bite me. At this point, I'm just used to it. That's why I'm like no reactioning. Light work, no reaction type of thing. Actually, before I move on to other kinds of content, just remember that if you want to do this, it's going to take you a while. I'm not great at content creation. I'm not great at talking. I'm not great at staying on topic. I'm not the greatest at that. You know what I mean? And that definitely hurts my retention. I've seen my retention. Unemployed villager. I've seen my retention. It is terrible. Like, compared to my main channel, because there's two types of content on YouTube. There's informational, and then there's like entertaining. Like, informational could be like tutorials. Like, you can, like, this is more of entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, it's just me yapping. It's not meant to be like informational per se. And because of that, I have to rely on you wanting to see my whatever I have to say, whatever I have going on. My cat is really biting me right now. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not paying attention to her. I don't really know what her deal is right now. But oh shit, I almost fell into that. But yeah, I have to rely on you being interested enough to watch me yap. That's not an easy thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's not an easy thing to have to do that. So when it comes to my main channel videos that are more presentational, informational, well scripted, decently, I was gonna say well edited, but I'm not a good editor. I'm still new, but decently edited. There is cuts, I put out the best takes, stuff like that. Kitty, stop taking screenshots. Stuff like that. My retention rate, it is significantly higher. Here, my retention rate sometimes is under a minute. You know what I mean? And cat, please stop doing that. I would appreciate if you stop doing that, and also stop biting me. You know what I mean? Why are you doing that? You never do this. Like when I'm not recording, you don't do this. Like what's going on here? She's really biting into me now. Holy moly. Are you trying to turn me into a cat? I don't think you have the ability to do that. You're not a, it's like I said, you're not a cat pyre. That doesn't even exist. What do I do, bro? Anyways, I'm getting distracted here. You know, I've noticed my retention rate is not great because I have long pauses and stuff like that. And again, I'm fine with that because that's just the point of these videos. That's how I want to make these videos. That's how I want to record these videos. You know, but if you want to start a successful channel, right, you might want to really rely on having better edits, you know. And again, that's if you have more time. If you're new here and this is your first time watching me, I'm working on a main channel video that's been taking me a couple of months. It's gonna be probably about 2 hours long. I've been editing it. I've been re-recording scripts multiple times. I recently rewatched all of my renders. It's kind of mediocre in a way. It kind of is, but that's the best that I can make now. And hopefully it performs well. Because I spent a lot of time into it. I put money into it. I've commissioned art for it, so I can edit. I like to say, at least I can edit better videos. I can make better content, better scripted stuff like that. You know, that is doable, and I can't expect, kitty. I can't expect, you know, that to be received better than these videos where I just continuously yap. And, you know, kitty, why are you so feisty today? Holy moly. Sorry, I got distracted by that, bro. Like, she be biting me. Holy moly. I'm not cut out for this. Sheep, I need your flesh. Give me your flesh. Excuse me. You will definitely have varying levels of success. You know, if you put in more effort and you add better moments to your videos, you should expect to do better, right? You should expect to get more views, but also don't get discouraged if a video doesn't perform as well as you think it should. You know, going to the main channel now, I spent about 2 to 3 days working on a video. It didn't even crack 100 views. And then there's one video that I made that I probably spent like 20 minutes maybe recording it, and it got 28,000 views. It took that channel from 43 subscribers, I think, to 240, 70, I like to say. I don't remember. It's been a while since I checked it. You know, so I mean, again, I did edit that video, but a big part of that is also because I was presenting information. That channel is more informational. It's about, okay, are you interested in Persona content? Sure. Is it information that I'm presenting you entertaining or something that you'd want to watch? Sure. Okay, yeah, you're gonna watch it, right? And because it's better paced, better script, better edited, you know, it's faster. You know, I don't have pauses and I'm not like just yapping for no reason. You know, yeah, it's gonna be received better. But these videos, right, these type of videos like let's plays and stuff like that, you have to hope that you are entertaining enough so somebody would want to keep tuning in, especially if you're doing it daily. Now for me, again, because I'm not editing these videos, I have to hope that my continuous yap is entertaining enough to keep you here. I understand most people will probably watch this on a second monitor or have this on the side, so it's not like they have to constantly pay attention. That's how it is. That makes much more sense, right? I feel like you'd probably get bored if you were paying attention to it. Fair, because I'm not putting the best moments. I'm just turning on Minecraft, continuously play until I'm done with the video, until next time. That's how it is. So you're seeing this world be built very slowly compared to how you'd probably would want to do it where again you probably record for 4 hours and then shorten that down to 15 minutes. Things are definitely better fast paced. Um, like I mentioned earlier, like since I'm working on the main video and I'm also working on other things like music on the side, I probably have enough time to edit these videos, but I think that it's not necessary for me at the moment. At some point, I would like to maybe have an editor, and you know, have that editor essentially just cut out any unimportant parts to make the video more bearable to you as a viewer. Though again, I don't know if people would want that, because again, the whole point of my content is just it's kind of like a diary for me. I just yap, you know what I mean? I just yap and I give you my thoughts, even if they're unorganized, even if I slur my words, even if I get out of topic for like a couple of seconds, like I did now. I don't mind that. That's kind of how I like to do this. But I understand in terms of content, as a viewer, and especially a new viewer at that, you might not want that. You might want content that's better produced, better made, better edited, You might want stuff that's a bit more enjoyable to you, and that's fair. And if you want to be a content creator, you got to have that in mind. You have to look at the graphs, you have to pay attention to the retention rate and pay attention to how well your analytics do. But also, a lot of people nowadays, especially in America, we have this reward, like instant reward type of thing, where you want the end result as fast as possible. Trust me, I have worked on, released on, you know, channels that are bigger than me, way bigger than me. And I have a friend that has over 200,000 subscribers. I don't want to say his name because it just feels kind of weird. Just like, you know what I mean? I don't be like, oh, I'm friends with this guy. It's kind of weird. But trust me, like, it's not like I haven't seen big numbers before, even on my other videos and other channels that I've had throughout the years, you know? So, in the grand scheme of things, 40 is not a lot, but I'm grateful because this is what I'm doing. And, you know, a lot of people want a lot of numbers instantly, but it takes a while. It takes a while. And again, depending on the content that you do, it might take you longer, it might take you shorter. It also depends on your personality. Or if you are a personality based creator where your content is how to explain this? A big part of your content is people wanting to tune in for you, then you have to win the people over, compared to where if you're presenting information, like my friend that talks about the music industry, he presents information. Not to say that he's boring, but his whole content is based on that. Like, he is the information that he's presenting, entertaining. Then comes the quality of the editing. Is the editing good enough for you to keep your attention, right? Like having these sliding images, and then like the image slowly closing up on his face, so there's constant movement, stuff like that. My cat is really biting me right now. There's constant movement to keep your brain engaged. Like, Kitty, chill out. That really hurts. Holy moly, what's wrong with her? There's constant movement, that's keeping your brain engaged. Like, that is different type of content. For me, is like, I hope you don't get tired of me yapping. You know what I mean? Which a lot of people probably will, So I'll probably be more in the niche side, and I'm taking it more on a video to video basis. Let me show you how bad she left me. It's not looking. Look at my hand. I don't know why she's so feisty. I fed her. It doesn't look that bad on camera. I don't know why. It looks less bad on camera, but it's more depth. It is what it is. Like I was saying though, depending on what you do will depend on how long it takes for you to make it. And also, if you do make it, is it because of you? I think for me, the way that I want to do my content, again, you might have different reasons. Like, you might want money, you might want this, you might want that. I think for me, like, I want to create, a fan base. I want to create people that enjoy my content, that are there for what I do. You might just want to make money. And I think that when it comes to most things in life, if that's your intention, at least anything creative, like art or anything like that, you're gonna burn yourself out real quick because YouTube right now is the most competitive, and it was gonna keep getting competitive. Like you are in a very competitive place. Like people are constantly fighting for your attention, and a lot of those people have huge production teams behind them. They have these crazy edits. They have things that I can't do. Like I'm confident in the video that I'm working on, sure, but I'm not a seasoned editor, so you're kind of getting things that I was learning as I was editing. I don't think, let's be real here, I don't think you can expect the video to be great. It's gonna be better than anything better than I've released so far, because how much effort I put into it. But if you're not good, then people won't see that effort, right? So that's the thing. A lot of people want these quick results, but you haven't put in the effort to improve. So you burn yourself out because you want high numbers, but it's like, do you even deserve those high numbers, right? Like, why should you deserve those high numbers, when you're not putting in the work? you know that's kind of how it is. I understand. You also have to be conscious of where you're at with your content. You know what I mean? I understand that a lot of people may not want to watch me because, again, these are not well edited. They're not. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep being redundant, but you get the gist, right? I need some food. I have apple, I guess. Apple. Oh, I had this. Damn it. Oh well. Where's the unemployed villager at? Unemployed villager. I hope you didn't die. That was my Gemini twin. But yeah, it's not really it's not much to this video. It's not like I learned a crazy amount since I still only have 40 subscribers. All I can say is that my retention rate is not great. It's really not. Not a lot of people are gonna reach this part of the video because it's not well edited. I'm not showing you grabs. I'm not showing you edits, and I'm fine with that, of course. Like, I'd rather play the slow game. Like, I've always been stubborn. I've always been stubborn with music when I used to release music publicly. I've always been stubborn that I never liked doing what the meta was. I've always liked going against the meta. I've always tried thinking outside the box, and it's good but also bad because the beat drop, that was hard. I don't get much from it, and then I do get disappointed because I don't see a high volume of numbers. I tried not to look at the numbers, but I still do. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? And I've seen that my videos have been pushed to the algorithm, and sometimes they get pushed to the wrong people, or probably a target audience that may not completely understand the point of these videos, and they dislike the video. And I'm like, first of all, dislikes, you can't even see dislikes. Like, imagine being so pressed, that, again, I don't care about dislikes. I'm just saying, like, bro, like, it's not that deep. It's just me recording a video. Like, you can't even see your dislike. Why are you so pressed? What's your goal? Do you want to hurt my feelings? I don't know. I'm gonna keep making videos. I'm gonna keep making content. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna feel bad. So I don't really understand why. You know what I mean? I very rarely ever disliked videos. To me, it's never that deep. Holy moly. I was gonna say that it looks like something else, but I shouldn't say that. Look at that. Y'all can't see that, can you? Looks like I'm just complaining about nothing. This looks like nothing on camera. It's probably because I'm like, my face is like, hold on. Bro, it looks much worse. It looks much worse on in real life. On the camera, it just looks like little scratches. How am I gonna explain that to people? Unemployed villager. What is he doing? What are you doing? The hell was that about? All right. Um, I've kind of run out of things to say. If I'm being honest, if you want to make content, just give it time. Give it time. Put in the effort. It's a lot of things in life is about putting in the effort to improve. You know, a lot of people want these instant results. Excuse me, and if you want that, you're not gonna get it. Oh no. Do they stick around? What do I do here? I know that if I fight them, they will start a raid. I am not in the position to be starting a raid right now. Oh shit. If I just ignore them, they'll go away, right? Yo, anybody that plays Minecraft, actually tell me right here. Like, will they go away? Did they see me? No, they didn't see me. Okay. I don't remember. All I know is that they start raids and it gets pretty crazy. I think I could kill them and I can get the effect on me. And if I drink milk, it should take away the effect, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, could let me know in the comments if you know. But anyways, just enjoy what you do. You know what I mean? And be proud of the content that you want to make. Don't just do it just to get rich, whatever. You know, whatever image people get of you, that's the image they're gonna have of you. That's why I was really eager to make a channel like this where I just yap and I just talk about whatever I have going on, because if I do get a fan base or following from this, you know, it would be because of me and not because of a character that I present. You know, if you look at my main channel, like I don't wear a hat, I wear something else, like this little weird balaclava with like rabbit ears. That was just for branding purposes, you know. And it's like it's not disingenuous, but it feels like it's disingenuous because it feels like I'm trying to sell you a product. And I like this channel because even if it doesn't perform well on average compared to my other channel, you know, I just like to yap and you get to know me as a person. I'm just somebody that existed and or that is existing, but once I'm gone, I will just be somebody that existed. You know, that's how we are. We're getting a bit deep here, but I'm just saying that, you know, if you just make a certain type of content just to get rich, get the subscribers, like there was a topic that I was gonna talk about that I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow's video will come out later because I have some things to do. Um, where are they at? They're over there. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Uh, I was gonna talk about certain kind of videos that I've been seeing, like YouTube Shorts, where people steal movie clips, and you know they put themselves under or their character or whatever, usually themselves under there with like a tweet, you know, and they post that and they get a lot of subscribers. But I'm like, why? Like, what's the point? You're only doing like adding yourself to the clip is not adding anything. And people are watching this. People are subscribing to you to watch movie clips, not for you. So I'm just saying, like, I see a lot of people faking content. And again, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Me personally, I want to be real and as authentic as possible. I want to make the kind of videos like I do. Want to make the kind of videos that other YouTubers make. You know, like staying in the most haunted hotel. Staying. I want to do that, but I don't want to fake it. If I learn something beforehand, I will let you guys know. Hey, I know this. Some people be like, you know, like a little secret type of thing. You know, say in a haunted house, and creators act like they don't know what's coming. I will let you guys know. Hey, this is what I expect. You know, and if I ever get to that point where I could do stuff like that, I will definitely have people that would set it up for me, so I don't get spoiled, and I can actually have the experience and be as genuine as possible when I'm having said experience. And I'm also not like faking my reaction. If I'm not amazed by something, if I'm not amused by something, if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, I don't like this. Like, you know, trying the best rated hotel and whatever. Like, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna be like, whoa, I love this. You know, just to get paid better or to make the experience look crazier than it is. I don't want to have these crazy flashy edits. You know, I just want to have content that I like to watch, but in a really genuine way. Not like it's original. Other people do that. I'm just saying that's what I would like to do. I want to carry my content and everything I do, my music and stuff, anything that I release publicly, I'm starting to really appreciate authenticity more, and that's really what I'm trying to push with my content and everything like that. I feel like if you play a character all the time, you either get imposter syndrome, or sometimes you get lost in the character. You forget who you really are. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. I am who I am, whether good or bad. I have a lot of flaws. I am who I am, and you are who you are. So if you want to make content, enjoy it. And with that being said, if you have a dream, if you anything that you want to do, do it. Time is moving forward, especially if you're young. If you're younger than me, I'm 22 years old. I feel like time is running out. Okay, nobody's more stressed than when you turn from 18 to 22. Like you're really stressed. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what you want to do with yourself. So right now, especially if you're young, start doing what you want to do. You know, do it every day. Consistency is about doing it every single day as much as you possibly can. It's okay if one day you do less. Some days you'll do less, some days you'll do more, but always strive to do more, even when you do less. That's just how it is. Believe that you can do it. It takes time to believe in yourself, especially if you have low self-esteem like I do. It takes time to really believe in yourself, but if you keep constantly telling yourself, I can make this happen, I can make this happen, don't allow yourself to say I can't do this. Think of it more as I won't do this. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to do this. Don't say I can't do this. Say I won't do that. And then that changes your mindset, and it's like, oh, I'm choosing to not do it when you really can do it. That's just how I use my mindset now, and it's helped me a lot. I've improved a lot since I started making these videos. I have more confidence since I started making these videos. I'm happy. So hopefully you guys can find something that will make you happy and that will make you lock in and enjoy your life. Try it. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.